It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Oh, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good, honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name, and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Archibald?
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Right, so in this mission now, I've got to a point where I've actually got my horse and my guns and everything to do with me, which will make the missions much easier, because rather than have the standard equipment, I'll have all my equipment. So I'm going to go through my tasks now. My first task is to get 10 headshots with 70% accuracy. I cannot take any damage whatsoever in this mission, and I've got to beat Dutch back to base. So I've got to race him back and beat him.
Who else would be?
You were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Greys and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes, I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. Oh, this must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this.
I don't know how to break this to you, but I was looking at this. I've been looking at this for a while.
Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
These damn flies. I swear they've got it in for me.
You could try washing once in a while. Dangerous business, the life of a lawman, isn't it?
Appears so.
I'm just glad we got fucked.
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Easy. We ain't in that much of a hurry. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. Go right at the crossroads.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
They're right again here. Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even hearing that word makes me sick.
Right, so I'm going to get one gun from the horse here because it's all I'm going to need.
Round them up and take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers.
See one by the bridge over there?
So there's two guys I'm going to fuck up here. I'm going to knock this guy out. Yeah, take that.
Tie this bastard up.
My friend will tie him up, and then we're going to go across this bridge here. And there's another guy just stood by the swamp here. I'm going to wrap a bottle around this guy's head while he's not looking. Have a bit of that. So we're going to just tie him up. So I'm going to scope out what I'm going to do first here when I pick this guy up. I'm going to scope it all out. So I've done this mission before and basically end up blowing up all the moonshine or whatever the fuck it's called. You end up blowing it all up and all the guys come up here, so we're just having a look to see. I think that's the spot there, looks of things. it just needs to be an area where I get enough cover and that I'm less likely to get hit, and I've got enough visibility to see people to kill them. So we're going to go back to base now and follow Dutch and that Bill, I think it is. Takes a while to get back, so I can easily catch him up here. Yeah.
Good work, gentlemen.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So, think you're real funny, don't you?
Tell me about the...
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
So I'm going to plant my dynamite with Art 2. Don't light your dynamite. I've done that before and blown myself up. But you need to light it and then run off. But don't light it before you put it down. So here's where we're going to hide to start picking off these headshots. We need 10 headshots. You need 70% accuracy. And the hardest part of this is you cannot get hit by, not even by one bullet. So we're going to pick you off. What this you? Yeah. Have that. In the time. So I'm going to have a cigar here. This is one reason why being able to do it as I go along is bonus, because I can have cigars ready to put my dead eye up and make the mission much easier to get my headshots with being able to put my dead eye up. Yeah, we're going to have another cigar. We're just chilling really. You've got to be well careful, because if you get hit, that's it. I've fucked the whole mission. We've fucked it. That's why I've got my dead eye always recharged, really, because if I've got it always recharged, I'm less likely to get hit, because I can slow time down. It's so hard to get people on this left hand side when they're hiding behind stuff. Got stuck in a log there. There's a guy up here. He's taking it out. Had it in the head. This guy barely got it there. Fucking hell. A bit too close for comfort. Out in the open, I'm surprised I haven't been shot really.
I don't see any more. Do you? No. Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
So I'm going to just start looting a few people, because I could do with the supplies really. I didn't do this on any previous missions because I was going back to missions I had already done. So this counts to everything that I have in my game now, whatever I steal off these people. So any money that I get from them, I'll get. So
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. But my cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move it.
We have a life
Move it!
on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here!
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. What are you waiting for? These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the Young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back?
Okay, you're on.
So I accepted race from Dutch. This is one thing that I've got the bonus. I would like to have done this mission on the standard horse, because this horse just kicks ass and Dutch doesn't stand a chance with me the race back today, so I'd just kill him.
You never were
Just
much of a rider.
Kill him off, he's not got a chance. This horse is just fantastic. It's so good.
You're all right, girl. Okay, girl. I sure hope you ride faster than that when the law's on your tail. Yeah.
I never knew you